Police canines are an integral part of law enforcement and help prevent crime within towns and cities to create a safer tomorrow. K-9 Diesel was one of 3 canine units at Rio Rancho Police Department and has been a prominent member in the community for numerous years. He has served his community his entire life, but unfortunately was diagnosed with lymphoma on October 8th. Now, as he battles cancer in his retirement, it is our turn to help him.
My dog's name is Diesel. He's a very prideful dog. He doesn't like to be told no. He's a handful of a dog, and I love that dog with everything. I don't know how many shirts I've lost, how many times I've been nipped, it's one of those things that that's part of the bond I feel that you create, because you push him to his limits, he's gonna push you to your limits, and that's something that when you find that limit, you know your dog's gonna work for you, and you know you have full trust and capability in that dog to do things. You spend so much time with these dogs that you don't want to see anything happen to them. They become part of you, they become an extension of you. They're almost like your kid. You spend so much time with them, and all that training and hard work does pay off. If something happens to my dog, whenever I send them into a building or out in the field to search for a suspect and they get hurt or injured or anything like that, I know he probably ended up saving the lives of 3 or 4 officers. And it's a hard pill to swallow, but it's something I'm willing to accept, that I know I saved, or my dog saved 4 people that, I consider my family, saved my brothers in blue, so. He's retiring under a medical condition, which is very, very hard for me to deal with. He was diagnosed with lymphoma, and it's been a rough go at it. These dogs, they don't know how to say no, they have no quit, and to see him at the state he's in now, it's rough. It's one of the hardest things I've had to do, and go to chemo with him and give him his meds, and just see him to see him have this affect him as much, because he's had a great career, and I never thought this would be the thing that would end his career. He's Diesel's on track to do a year worth of chemotherapy. The vet he seems very optimistic that Diesel will have a good retirement after we get this under control, and to get him on the track he needs to be 100% healthy again. Unfortunately, in the state of Mexico, the dogs are tools, they're not officers. So they don't have health insurance, they don't have the deductibles or co-pays or anything we have, When he finally retired, the day he finally retired, myself and my chain of command, they basically gifted me the dog. Said, here, he's all yours. He deserves to be with you. One way or the other, whether I was going to get help from the city or donations, he was going to get the treatment he needed. I don't care if it was out of my pocket or not. He was going to get what he needed. I felt like he gave me 5.5 years. I'm going to do what I can to get him another 2 to 3 years in his retirement. When Diesel got sick, before any plan was ever made about treatments or anything, the Hometown Foundation stepped up right away and said, what do we need to do to get donations? And within, I want to say, maybe 24, 36 hours, I had people calling me and calling our other handler, wanting to know what they could do to help. And that's just the overwhelming support that we've gotten across country from where we're at. And it's been overwhelming. It's been great.
Help us to raise funds for the cancer treatment and medication for K-9 Diesel. To contribute or for more information, go to hometownfoundation.org.